Hello, soap fans. Welcome back to CBS Beyond the Gates. Spoilers. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into some wild theories and juicy drama. Grab your coffee and let us get right into the thick of the madness that is happening in Fairmont, Crest. So let us talk about Chelsea and Alison, because this is a huge deal. We all remember the past. It was dark. It was scary. Alison kidnapped Chelsea before. And it was not just a quick thing. No, it was a complete nightmare. Alison took her all the way to a remote cabin, deep in the woods, in Virginia, just miles and miles away from anyone. And Chelsea was totally trapped, handcuffed, locked up like an animal. It was brutal to watch. The psychological torture, the physical abuse. Alison just breaking her down day after day. And Chelsea had to be smart. She had to survive. So she faked it. She pretended to cooperate. She played along with Alison's sick games, just waiting for that one tiny window of opportunity. And she took it. She escaped. But that trauma, it never really goes away. But now, what if it happens again? Because we are hearing things. We are predicting some crazy stuff here at Beyond the Gates. What happens if Alison escapes from prison? Prisons in soap operas are basically a joke anyway. People break out all the time. So Alison gets out. And she only has one thing on her mind. Revenge. She wants Chelsea. And this time, she is not going to make the same mistakes. Alison is going to be angry. Unhinged. Just totally out of control. And think about Chelsea right now. She is a social media influencer. She is always online, posting her location, doing live streams. We saw her doing that live stream with Eva about the transplant stuff, and she is teaming up with Kat to investigate Haley. So Chelsea is busy. She is distracted. She is not looking over her shoulder, which makes her the perfect target. Alison could just watch her videos, track her every move, and then bam, she strikes. So let us really dig into how the escape could happen, because we know how this works. Alison is sitting in a cell, staring at the wall, planning, obsessing. Maybe she flirts with a guard. Maybe she fakes a medical emergency. So they put her in an ambulance, and she attacks the paramedic. She steals the ambulance, and she is gone, just vanishing into the night. The alarms are ringing at the prison. The police are scrambling. But Alison is already miles away, and she is heading straight for Fairmont Crest. Straight for Chelsea, because Chelsea is so easy to find right now. Her whole life is public. She posts her morning coffee at Orphe Jeans. She posts her outfits. She does live videos with her sister Naomi. And Alison is just watching, sitting in some stolen car, watching Chelsea on a stolen phone, smiling that creepy smile, because she knows exactly where Chelsea is going to be. So Alison waits. She stalks her. She watches Chelsea leave the country club or leave Danny's house. And it is dark. And Chelsea is alone. And then the ambush. It happens so fast. Chelsea is walking to her car, looking at her phone, and a shadow steps out, a hand over her mouth. A struggle. But Alison is stronger now. She is fueled by pure hatred. She drags Chelsea into a van, and the doors slam shut. And Chelsea realizes who it is. The panic sets in. The absolute terror. Because she knows she cannot fake it this time. Alison looks at her and says something crazy like, "You won't trick me again, Chelsea," and the nightmare restarts. But Chelsea is not the same girl from the Virginia cabin. She has grown. She has fought battles. She is helping Kat investigate Haley. She has a spine of steel now. So she fights back. Right there in the moving van. She kicks. She screams. She grabs whatever she can find. A tire iron, a piece of glass, and she attacks Alison. It is a brutal, messy fight. Two women just fighting for survival. And Alison is driving, so the van is swerving all over the road, swerving into oncoming traffic. And then the accident. The crash. It is horrific. The van hits a tree, or it rolls down an embankment. Just metal crushing, glass exploding everywhere. The sound is deafening. And then silence. Just the hiss of the radiator, and Alison might be wearing her seatbelt. So she survives. She kicks the door open. She looks at Chelsea, and Chelsea is trapped, pinned under the crushed dashboard, bleeding, unconscious. And Alison just leaves her there, leaves her to die in the wreckage. Because if Alison cannot have her, nobody can. And the hospital scenes. Oh my goodness. The hospital scenes would be epic. The paramedics pull Chelsea from the wreck. They rush her to Garland Memorial. The sirens blaring. And Madison Montgomery is in the ER. She sees Chelsea on the stretcher, covered in blood, barely breathing. Madison starts shouting orders. Shanice runs in with the crash cart. It is pure chaos. They are trying to stop the bleeding, trying to stabilize her. And the monitor is just flatlining. The long beep. And they have to shock her. Clear. Just intense, heart-stopping drama. And then the family gets the call. Danny is at the hospital already, but she is visiting Bill. Because Danny is obsessed with Bill right now. She is kissing his hand while Haley walks in. And she walks out into the hallway and sees her daughter being wheeled into surgery. Danny drops to her knees. She just screams because she realizes she was so focused on her toxic ex-husband that she did not even know her daughter was missing. The guilt is going to destroy Danny. Andre tries to hold her, but Danny pushes him away because Danny is a mess. She is a total mess right now. And Naomi is at home, stressing about her BRCA gene. She is looking at pamphlets about double mastectomies. And Jacob is being unsupportive. And then her phone rings. It is Kat. Kat is crying, telling Naomi to get to the hospital. Naomi rushes over, and she sees Chelsea behind the glass, hooked up to all these machines. A ventilator breathing for her. Tubes everywhere. Naomi breaks down because Chelsea is her rock. Even when they fight, they are sisters. And Naomi needs Chelsea right now. But Chelsea is fighting for her own life. And Kat has been working with Chelsea. They have been doing their amateur sleuth thing, trying to take down Haley. If Chelsea gets taken, Kat might feel responsible. Or Kat might be the one who has to track down Alison. Because the police are always useless in Fairmont Crest. Joey Armstrong is too busy dealing with his sister Heather, and Randy is running for his life. So nobody is paying attention to Alison until it is too late. Kat might have to step up and be the hero. I am just typing this all out, and my heart is racing, because it just makes so much sense for the show. Beyond the Gates needs this kind of high-stakes action. We need a villain who is just purely terrifying, and Alison is that villain. The way she tortured Chelsea in that Virginia cabin was some of the darkest television we have seen. The isolation, the fear, and now to bring that back, but make it worse? It is brilliant and terrifying. So terrifying. Let us talk about the cabin again, because we really need to understand the trauma. The Virginia woods are so dense, so dark. The trees just block out the sun. And Alison had Chelsea in this tiny, freezing room, no heating, just a dirty mattress on the floor. And the handcuffs. Always the handcuffs. Rubbing her wrists, raw. Chelsea was bleeding. She was starving. Alison would come in and just play these sick mind games. Telling Chelsea her family forgot about her. Telling her nobody was looking for her. It was pure psychological warfare. And Chelsea had to smile. She had to pretend to agree with Alison. She had to act like she understood Alison's twisted logic just to get a sip of water or a piece of bread. It was degrading. It was humiliating. And Chelsea survived it. She faked her cooperation so well that Alison finally let her guard down. Just for a second. And Chelsea ran. She ran through those dark woods, tripping over roots, tearing her clothes. Just running for her life until she found a road. So what do you guys think? Will this happen on Beyond the Gates? Will Alison return from prison and unleash hell on Chelsea? We really think it is a huge possibility. The writers love to bring back past trauma, and the Virginia cabin storyline was too big to just forget about. They have to revisit it, and putting Chelsea in mortal danger is the perfect way to do it. It shakes up the whole canvas. It gives everyone a reason to cry and scream and panic, which is exactly what we want in a soap opera. We just cannot stop thinking about the handcuff. And the psychological games. Alison is sick. She really is. And if she gets out, nobody is safe. Not just Chelsea, but anyone who gets in her way. What if she runs into Vanessa McBride or Deanna? Alison would just run them over. She does not care. She has tunnel vision, and her target is Chelsea. Only Chelsea. It is an obsession, a dark, twisted obsession. So we are going to keep watching and waiting and hoping that Chelsea survives if this happens. But honestly, it does not look good for her. If our predictions are right, she is going to face the fight of her life. And she might not win this time. The luck has to run out eventually. You can only escape a psychopath so many times before they catch you for good. And an accident is so unpredictable. You cannot fake your way out of a crushed car or a massive fall. It is just raw physical damage. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think Alison is coming back? Do you think Chelsea is in danger? We will be here covering all the spoilers and rumors and crazy theory, because that is what we do. We love this show, even when it breaks our hearts. And this storyline would definitely break our hearts. Stay tuned for more updates. And keep your eyes peeled for any signs of Alison in the background of Chelsea's live stream. You never know when she might pop up.